Hello everyone. Before we get started today, I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Blake.neal. I'm a Director of Business Development at TGW Logistics. I've been in the material handling industry for about 9 years now. So now that we have introductions out of the way, I would like to thank you for joining us today as we explore the trends and challenges shaping the future of the automotive supply chain. Before diving into the strategies and innovations driving change, let's take a moment to set the stage of the current landscape. Currently, the automotive industry is at a pivotal moment. It's facing some of the most significant transformations in its history. We saw in 2021 how quickly things deteriorated with the global semiconductor shortage. This event exposed just how vulnerable the industry can be. Supply chains that were once optimized for cost efficiency found themselves ill-prepared for sudden shocks. Inventory delays, production stoppages, and missed deliveries became a reality for many. This led to more than 9.5 million units of light vehicle production being lost globally due to the shortage. Another area to investigate is the transition to electric vehicles and how it is reshaping the very fabric of the supply chain. Unlike traditional internal combustion vehicles, EVs require entirely new components like lithium-ion batteries, electric motors, and advanced electronic systems. This is creating a huge surge in demand for materials like lithium, cobalt, and nickel resources that are geographically concentrated and subject to price volatility. But it also puts new pressure on the supply chain as the handling of these parts can be quite complex. So, what role does the US play in this dynamic landscape? The United States remains a critical player in automotive supply chains for several reasons. First, it's one of the largest automotive markets in the world, with consumers demanding a diverse range of vehicles, from luxury brands to electric models. Policies like the Inflation Reduction Act are incentivizing domestic production of EV components, particularly batteries. These measures aim to reduce reliance on overseas suppliers, strengthen economic resilience, and creating high-value jobs. The Inflation Reduction Act has already attracted over $65 billion in investments for the US EV supply chain. In addition to the shifts in the automotive market is the transformation of the spare parts aftermarket supply chain. E-commerce is reshaping how parts are ordered, distributed, and delivered. Meanwhile, advancements in predictive maintenance and telemetrics are allowing vehicles to identify service needs proactively, driving demand for just-in-time inventory solutions. Additionally, the rise of electric vehicles is altering the type of aftermarket components in demand, as traditional engine parts give way to batteries, charging equipment, and software updates. Sustainability is also a growing focus, with increased emphasis on remanufacturing and recycling parts to reduce waste and carbon footprints. These trends are creating a more dynamic, tech-enabled, and customer-centric aftermarket ecosystem. Now that we have set the stage of the current automotive market supply chain, let's dive into some of the strategies and innovations driving change. The first trend to discuss today is the growth of e-commerce and direct-to-consumer models. Like almost every other market, consumers increasingly expect fast and convenient access to parts online. Platforms like Amazon and specialized automotive marketplaces have revolutionized the way parts are purchased and distributed, and enable faster delivery and greater transparency for consumers. The introduction of blockchain technology is also starting to reduce complex problems such as shrinkage and part theft, especially in the aftermarket. This trend extends to services as well, with digital platforms offering seamless appointment scheduling, subscription-based maintenance plans, and real-time tracking of repair statuses. Companies are also leveraging digital tools to enhance customer loyalty and building strong relationships. To enable this kind of distribution, companies are integrating advanced technologies like next-gen ERP and warehouse management systems to ensure products are always available and ready to ship. These systems play a crucial role in both production and aftermarket sales, improving overall efficiency. On top of that, AI and machine learning are helping businesses to forecast demand more accurately and optimize inventory levels, which is crucial for staying competitive. Meanwhile, the Internet of Things is transforming how data is collected from vehicles, helping manufacturers and service providers anticipate maintenance needs and streamlining aftermarket processes. For the aftermarket, this means a shift more towards proactive services. Connected cars can alert owners and service centers to issues before they even become a problem, reducing downtime and improving the customer experience. A topic that has come up in almost all industries is sustainability. It has become a driving force across the original equipment manufacturers, or OEM, and aftermarket sectors at the moment. There's a pressure to reduce carbon footprints, not just in vehicle production, but throughout the entire supply chain. And after sales, this has led to focus on remanufacturing and recycling of components. Several categories of parts that were once discarded are now being refurbished and reused, reducing waste and lowering cost. Manufacturers are also exploring more sustainable packaging and transportation methods to minimize their environmental impact, and are taking the opportunity to invest in robotics and automation to support the ship and pack process. Lastly, the challenges of recent years, including the COVID-19 pandemic and geopolitical tensions, have highlighted vulnerabilities in global supply chains. Both OEM and aftermarket supply chains are focusing on building resilience by diversifying suppliers, nearshoring production, and leveraging digital tools for greater visibility and agility. For aftermarket, this resilience means ensuring parts availability during disruptions, as well as improving responsiveness to customer needs. Customers are also investing in smarter inventory management to reduce lead times and improve efficiency. Practically though, this has led to an increase in stock holding and pressure on warehousing space. Trying to cubically optimize warehousing space has never been so important, and investments in ultra-dense storage solutions like double-deep shuttles are seeing an increase in demand as they are dense and can handle the extreme weights seen in the industry. So now that we have discussed some of the key trends, what challenges are on the road ahead? The first major challenge we see affecting all industries, including the automotive sector, is the significant gap in skilled labor. As e-commerce continues to surge and distribution networks expand, the demand for qualified workers in logistics and supply chain management has skyrocketed. In the automotive sector, the complexities of handling different types of vehicles, automation, and supply chain logistics make the issue even more pressing. To stay competitive, it's crucial to address this talent gap through upskilling existing employees and attracting new talent to navigate these challenges effectively. The next challenge to touch on is supply chain resilience. The vulnerability of global automotive supply chains has become pretty obvious in recent years. And with the growing geopolitical uncertainties, it's clear that disruptions aren't going away anytime soon. To build more resilience in supply chains, we'll need to rethink a few things. Key to this will be diversifying our supplier base, moving production closer to end markets, and using advanced planning tools to predict and manage risks before they spiral out of control. That said, reshoring and nearshoring reduces dependency on global networks, but it also comes with its own set of challenges, mainly the significant capital investment and operational shifts required to make it feasible. The real challenge will be finding a balance between cost efficiency and ensuring regional resilience to keep operations running smoothly in the face of ongoing uncertainties. The final challenge is honestly the general complexity of vehicles and the strain that puts on the supply chain. As vehicles become more technologically advanced and system-based, maintaining and repairing them will require different knowledge and equipment to conventional vehicles. This could lead to longer repair times, higher costs, and increased pressure on aftermarket supply chains to keep pace with the changing needs, especially with EVs and connected or driverless vehicles in the future. The traditional automotive industry is not going away either, so this is a case of and not instead. Automotive and aftermarket companies need to be innovating and forward-thinking to keep up with these growing complexities. As we've seen, the OEM and aftermarket supply chains face a range of significant challenges. However, there are practical forward-thinking strategies that companies can adopt to tackle these issues and position themselves for long-term success. Let's explore these three approaches. The first is upgrading to a capable WMS. Technology is a cornerstone for navigating the complexities of modern supply chains. Successful companies will be investing in state-of-the-art warehouse management systems that can embrace emerging trends such as AI, Internet of Things, and blockchains to improve visibility, optimize inventory management, and predict disruptions before they occur. Real-time data sharing between suppliers, manufacturers, and distributors can streamline operations and enable faster decision-making. The WMS of the future will also bring into many different external data sets that allow the supply chain to be more flexible and better prepared. For example, predictive analytics can help forecast demand, reduce overstock or shortages, while Internet of Things sensors in vehicles can monitor parts and signal maintenance needs early, preventing downtime. Integrating these tools, which exist today into the supply chain, can build agility and preparedness to handle uncertainty. Second, is supply chain density must be a priority. U.S. warehouse real estate is becoming increasingly scarce and expensive, particularly in large urban centers where aftermarket parts are needed in particular. Rather than investing in new warehouses that may be geographically suboptimal, companies can leverage warehouse space automation to maximize existing space and improve operational efficiency. Automated storage and retrieval systems can increase storage density and streamline operations. Companies can simply make better use of vertical space. With additional automation, warehouses can handle more volume without the need for additional physical space, resulting in significant cost savings and increased throughput. But to be successful, it needs to be planned in advance. Once the supply chain has reached its capacity, the ability to introduce automation into a brownfield site is heavily reduced. If this is the case, our advice would be to consider automation very early on as a business case when considering new real estate. And depending on the technology, you might find that it dramatically extends the life of your future supply chain. And the final tactic is collaboration. Although quite a strategic concept, supply chains are only as strong as the network that supports them. Companies must find new and novel ways to build partnerships across their value chains, collaborating with suppliers, technology providers, and even competitors where it makes sense. Shared supply chains, joint ventures, and co-investment in the logistics assets can drive currently unreachable levels of efficiency far faster than going it alone. As the automotive industry evolves, shaped by electrification, sustainability demands, and a rapidly changing global market, the importance of proactive strategy and innovation cannot be overstated. The companies that are best positioned to thrive in the future will be those that embrace technology, maximize existing resources through automation, and collaborate strategically across their value chains. Together, we can navigate the road ahead and ensure that the automotive and aftermarket supply chains are ready for the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow. If you would like to learn more, please visit our website at tgw-group.com or reach out to me personally at blake.neal at tgw-group.com to continue the conversation. Thank you for watching the webinar today and hope to talk with you soon.